Fixed grate boiler burning wood and fluidized bed boiler burning biomass. Which one is better? Hello everyone. Glad to see you again in today's video from Hue Boiler on BB channel. Today we will compare the fixed grate boiler and the fluidized bed boiler. First, let's go through some key equipment. Two common boiler types, fire tube and water tube combination, and water tube 3-drum boilers. In this video, we only analyze the fire tube and water tube combination boiler for easier comparison. The other type is similar. Below is the comparison between the two types of boilers. The table shows the main points comparing fixed grate and fluidized bed boilers. Through this table, you can see some differences in configuration and equipment between the two types of boilers. Now we will analyze each detail so you can clearly see the differences. First is investment cost. Fixed grate boilers have much lower cost compared to fluidized bed boilers because they require fewer devices. Just looking at the external dimensions, you can clearly notice this difference. The fluidized bed boiler can be as high as 13 meters. The fixed grate boiler is only about 4 to 5 meters. In terms of floor area, the fixed grate boiler takes up less space because it has fewer components. A 5-ton fixed grate boiler only needs about 70 square meters. The fluidized bed boiler requires about 160 square meters, which is more than double. In terms of fuel, fluidized bed boilers use small fuels such as husk, wood chips, sawdust, bran, cashew shell, coffee husk. Fixed grate boilers use larger fuels such as lump coal, firewood. The unit price of 1 kilogram of fuel for a fluidized bed boiler is usually lower than that for a fixed grate boiler. Fluidized bed boilers have a fully automatic fuel feeding system. Fuel is fed via conveyor and screw feeder according to the boiler's pressure signal. When steam demand is high, the conveyor and screw feeder run faster to supply more fuel to the furnace. When steam demand is low, the conveyor and screw feeder slow down. Thus, fuel is always supplied just enough for the steam demand. Fixed grate boilers must be manually fueled by hand. Each time a certain amount of wood is put into the furnace, from 300 kilograms to 2,000 kilograms depending on the operator. When the pressure is sufficient, the fan stops automatically. When it is lacking, the fan restarts automatically. Through this feeding principle, it is clear that the automatic system is much more optimal than manual feeding. This is why fuel consumption of fluidized bed boilers is much better than that of fixed grate boilers. In terms of combustion efficiency, the fluidized bed boiler has a separate combustion chamber located below the steam generating furnace. The combustion process takes place optimally first, then heat exchange occurs. Like a forge, it increases combustion intensity, making fuel burn more completely. The fixed grate boiler's combustion chamber is integrated inside the steam generating furnace. Burning and heat exchange happen simultaneously, so combustion intensity does not reach maximum and efficiency is lower. Fuel in the furnace of the fluidized bed boiler is blown up and continuously mixed with air. The mixing ratio can be adjusted, making the combustion process much more optimal. The combustion efficiency is higher. Meanwhile, the fuel in the fixed grate boiler furnace is large chunks. The ability to mix air with fuel is very poor and passive, making the combustion process less efficient. The efficiency is lower. The grate of the fixed boiler has large holes, 30 to 50 millimeters in size. The fluidized bed boiler grate has small 8 millimeter holes, divided into many small air jets. Thanks to these small air jets, combustion occurs better and fuel is saved. Example, the gas stove at home has the burner head divided into small holes. If you remove the burner cap, the flame is red, not fully burned, like a fixed grate boiler. If you put the burner cap back, the flame is blue, burns more completely, like a fluidized bed boiler. Regarding emissions, there are two issues to compare. Dust and harmful gases. For dust, if designed correctly with cyclone and water scrubbing, dust is not a concern. But with high ash, fine dust fuels, husk wood, bran, etc., the fixed grate boiler is difficult to meet environmental standards. For emissions, mainly CO gas, governed by three factors: moisture, combustion temperature, oxygen ratio. The drier the fuel, the lower the CO. If the furnace temperature is greater than 800 degrees Celsius, CO formation is low. The fluidized bed boiler has a separate combustion chamber, higher combustion intensity, and lower CO than the fixed grate. If burning with insufficient oxygen, CO forms strongly. If with excess oxygen, soot and CO also increase. The fluidized bed boiler increases oxygen-fuel mixing, making CO easy to control. Fixed grate boilers are manually fed when lazy people add a lot at once. CO forms black smoke. The fluidized bed boiler overcomes this problem. Therefore, in terms of environment, fluidized bed boilers have almost absolute advantages, especially under QCBN 19-2024, effective July 1st, 2025. Environmental indicators are reduced by 65% compared to before. Fixed grate boilers almost cannot meet standards. Investing now is very risky. For steam production cost, includes fuel, water and chemicals, electricity and labor. The fluidized bed boiler has higher efficiency, fuel consumption 15 to 20% lower than fixed grate. Fuel price for fluidized bed is lower. Steam production cost reduces by 20 to 30%. Electricity, water, chemicals cost are almost the same for both types, but fixed grate boilers need more labor, heavier work, higher labor cost. For maintenance, fluidized bed boilers have more equipment. Modern PLC, complicated, requires skilled technicians. Fixed grate boilers have simple structure, easy to maintain. If designed properly with correct water treatment and regular blowdown, both types can last 10 to 20 years. For design capacity, fixed grate boilers depend on manpower, suitable less than or equal to 5 tons per hour. Example, a 5-ton fixed grate boiler needs 2,500 kilograms wood per hour, i.e. 20 tons per shift, 3 trucks per day. Hard to maintain long-term, so capacity should be less than or equal to 5 tons, or must have automatic feeding support. Fluidized bed boilers are not limited at large capacity, but for small capacity less than 2 tons, investment cost is too high. Therefore, fluidized bed boilers are usually applied for capacities greater than or equal to 2 tons. These are 10 comparison points between the fixed grate wood-fired boiler and the biomass fluidized bed boiler. I would like to summarize the detailed comparison table for you to follow. If you find this video useful, please leave a comment or share your thoughts below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to watch the next videos. Thank you, and see you again.